Should state lawmakers get a pay raise? It could happen in the coming weeks. Never too popular with constituents. Now's the time because with Election Day just passed, it is 2 long years until the next election. And by law, lawmakers can only vote for a pay raise for the following session, not the current year. So they would have to hold a special session now if they want the raise to take effect next year. Will they do it? And where do our local lawmakers stand? We take a look and get them on the record, because if it happens, you paid for it. It's back. Talk of a pay raise for New York State lawmakers.
Show me the money. Show me the money. That's what it's all about. We deserve more money.
They haven't had a pay hike in 15 years. This is the plea on the Senate floor from now former Senator Eric Adams a few years ago.
I don't know how some of you are living, tell you the truth, for $79,000, you qualify for public assistance. This is a joke.
Despite the public assistance claim, they do have a nice salary for what is classified as a part-time job. Base pay $79,500. Most get a stipend for committee work, ranging from $9,000 to $41,500. And out-of-town lawmakers get per diems, $172 a day for expenses while here in Albany. Many New York City lawmakers, with their higher cost of living, say that is not enough. Daniel O'Donnell represents parts of Manhattan.
Would you vote for a pay raise for lawmakers?
Oh, absolutely. I think that this is not supposed to be a rich man's game. And the reality is that the pay raise has never existed in my 12-year tenure. I live in the city of New York, in Manhattan, and my salary has not increased in 12 years.
Well, you know, there are those that say it doesn't pay enough because they come up out of New York City. But guess what? All of us run for election. We know what it pays. And if you don't like it, don't run.
New York lawmakers are among the highest paid in the land. Only California at $90,000 and Pennsylvania at $84,000 pay their lawmakers more. The pay in the state of Texas, just $7,200 a year. In New Mexico, state lawmakers are not paid a salary. Leaders of the Democratic-controlled Assembly have seemed amenable to a pay raise, but not all members of the party are on board. This is veteran Democrat Aileen Gunther.
Would you consider voting for a pay raise for lawmakers?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Just why not?
Just because a lot of folks are suffering, and I don't think that it's the right thing to do right now.
As for our local lawmakers, Assembly members Fahey, McDonald, and Santa Barbara, all Democrats, say no. So too do Republicans Lopez, Tedisco, McLaughlin, and Dan Steck. Local no votes in the other house are Senators Farley and Kachik, with Kathy Marchone leaning no.
I can't, in good conscience, raise my pay when the economy is the way it is and too many of my people are still out of work. My schools aren't getting the funding they need, so for me it's definite no.
In the maybe column right now are Democratic Assemblymember Phil Steck and Republican Senator Betty Little. There are no firm yes votes locally right now.
Any worry about the public perception of a pay raise?
I have a very understanding constituent. They like me. They keep reelecting me. They tell me I do a wonderful job. They want me to do this job full time. I think they'll understand.
By the way, we got no response from Senators Neil Breslin or Jim Seward. We'll stay on them. Assembly Speaker Sheldon Silver has said he would support a pay raise. And just yesterday, the Senate Majority Leader Dean Skello said the same thing. They would likely need the backing of Governor Cuomo, who would want something in return, perhaps a minimum wage increase. And there is also talk of tying the pay hike to a pay raise for state commissioners. Some say that's needed to ensure the hiring of the best and the brightest.